Hello guys, it's Anime What If Media, and today we're gonna be doing, basically, um, I think a remastered not a remastered version, a redo of What If Belle was trained properly. Now, now, there's gonna be a reason why Belle was actually trained properly, and we're gonna get into that reason. Now, originally Belle is adopted by Zeus, or is Zeus is actual biological grand grandsons. But we're gonna change to make Belle Zeus's actual son. So Belle is gonna be like half human, half god. He's legit gonna be a demigod. Now, that's one reason for Zeus to train him. Another reason is why is because the one-eyed black dragon. Now, Zeus placed a seal on the one-eyed black dragon, and he knows that Belle will be the one to defeat it one day, with some help, so he will train Belle to get ready for it. Like, ready for the day that he can't, like, hold down the barrier for that long. And if you guys don't know, Belle is gonna be 1 year younger than Ice, so he's gonna be 15 years old. Now, Belle's backstory, it's mostly about training. Instead of daggers or knives, Belle is trained in the sword. More or so, a katana, a special katana that Zeus has, called Raijin. Raijin, as Flying Thunder God, it's a blade. If you guys don't know what Flying Thunder God, it, Raijin no Ken, that's the fighting style that he learns too. He learns the Flying Thunder God, Thunder God Fist and Flying Thunder God. He has the Flying Thunder God blade. If you guys don't know what the Flying Raijin is, you guys seriously don't watch Naruto. So we're gonna take the blade that Tobirama has, the Raijin blade. Yeah, yeah. Let's just say Bell has that. He has Zeus armor. It's a cyan colored armor with a thunderbolt in the middle of the chest plate. It's it's light to the bearer or whoever's worthy of wearing it, but it's heavy to anyone else. It's technically, it's technically legit. Under, it's legit. You cannot break the armor unless you use magical attacks, but still has a resistance to it. Any lightning attack will technically, lightning or fire attacks, he's resistant to. And if something damages the armor, it will fix by itself through lightning. Now, Bell, he's gonna have the same hair color, but he's gonna have blue eyes. Now, this blue eyes, if you look at him, you can see like a stormy sky. Stormy sky. Like, if you look into his eyes, you can see like a storm for like you can see lightning crackling clouds and all that. Now, Bell at a Bell when the black eyed dragon attacked, he is 6 years old, and and Zeus knowing that Bell will probably go for revenge. He teaches Bell to not go for revenge and just tell him about heroes and how they overcome things and how none of them are revenge driven and all that. So Bell wants to become a hero. Which he can honestly do, by the way, since he's a demigod. It's basically written for him. Like it'll be easy for him. Now Now, Bell does not have a fauna per se, but since he's born with Zeus's blood, he already has a fauna on his back, but it's not like a real fauna to be like actually used. And Bell, while he's training, he trains with sword and the fighting style, and also trains to use daggers as a secondary weapon. But swords are his first main reliable weapon. Now he's 15. He goes to Arario after his father left to go and basically hold down the seal he's actually with whilst he's actually with Familia and all that. Now Zeus has two friends in Arario. Loki and Loki and Hephaestus. Both of them are friends with Zeus, let's just say that. So Belle's mission is to like look for Loki to join her family because he knows that his dad probably told Loki about him. And let's just say in canon, Zeus was banned from Royal by Loki and Freya, but this time it was just Freya who did this by herself. So, alright. Now, he goes to the guild just to go inside the dungeon without fauna just to see how the dungeon feels like. So he gets registered and all that. So he goes inside the dungeon. The first floor is easy, second floor easy, third floor easy, fifth floor easy. He's about to go to the sixth floor, and once he enters the sixth floor, it's really easy, but he has some sort of like feeling, like something's off. And he sees people running, and he asks them, like, what's wrong? And they're saying that a Minotaur is here. Minotaurs are supposed to be around like floor 10. Like, what is it doing up here on the sixth floor? And Bell getting kind of worried, like, why did this happen? Like, he goes to help people, like, help people, like, get out so they don't die. So Bell is fighting some monsters on the way and helping people, like, get away from the Minotaur. And the Minotaur, for some reason, just looks at Bell and charges at him. And Bell, not really having the time for it, just uses one of his lightning bolts to vaporize the thing. And it does. Because Bell, honestly, his lightning magic is to no other. Only Zeus actually has something on him. The only two people that are actually better than him in lightning are Thor and Zeus. And he's actually the third best lightning user there is. Alright? So he just vaporized the Minotaur, and he grabs the core. And he's like, so that's the Minotaur's offers. And I seeing Bell like, he just vaporized the thing. Like, what? She's like, how? And she's confused, like, didn't he need help or something? Bell, not really giving a care of who Eyes was, just left to help other people because he didn't know who she was and he didn't know she had a reputation or anything. Now he's done helping people. He goes down to like the 7th floor, easy. 6th floor, easy. Then 9th floor, easy. And he seems like it's almost time for, like, it's a reasonable time to, like, get back. So he gets back. He goes to the guild to exchanges magic stones for Valis. with the Minotaur core and some War Shadows, some of those Bell Bunnies. I'm just calling them Bell Bunnies because it looked like Bell in the original canon with the red eyes and white fur, and also some kobolds and goblins. He receives like around 90,000 valus. Or he receives around 90,000 valus for his first go. And he asks the guild, like, where's the Loki familiar at? And they're asking why. And Bell says that his dad knew Loki, and he had a message for her. And them hearing this are like, what? How does someone, unless they think he probably might be a retired Loki familiar member. So they kind of show him to where the Loki man is, and where Loki's office is. They knock, and Bell gets in. Bell goes and meets Loki. Loki not knowing who the heck he is, because she's not really staring into his eyes, and his eyes are really closed. So he opens his eyes, and Loki notices his eyes. They're blue, and they have a lightning spark to it. And his armor is basically sparking with lightning right now. And he says, my name is Bell Cornell. My dad said that you'll probably accept me into your familia. And Loki says, who's your father? And Bell says, my dad is Zeus. And Loki at first says, Loki first not believing it, says, like, describe him for me, because he's not lying, because gods can't tell if someone's lying just because. And Bell has the same ability, all right? He could tell if someone's lying just because. He describes Zeus for her, and she understands who he is. He's a demigod. Having a demigod in her familia, and she knows that Bell is coming, knows that Zeus does not. It's almost time for the one-eyed black dragon to actually emerge, and for Bell to like defeat. So she knows what's going on. So she accepts Bell. Now Bell, off the start, once he gets his fauna, the Zeus's fauna and her fauna kind of mixed together, with a jokester with Thunderbolt holding a Thunderbolt. And all together, his level is already at a level 2. It's at a level 2, and let's just say magic is really high, like really high, with 200 for magic, 200 for attack or strength, 200 for stamina or agility. Then for skills, he has layers freeze, just because he's a demigod. And one of his magic attack, and for magic he has lightning bolts. He has Kieran, which was a move that he made. He has a move called Chidori and Raikiri. And he has a mode called Horizon mode, where he basically covers himself in lightning and moves really fast, like teleportation. That's why it's called Horizon mode. Now, Now, Bell gets introduced to the Familia executives and the rest of Familia, saying that he's a new Familia member and treat him with the most respect because he's actually deserves more respect than an elf. And them hearing this is like, what race is he? What is he? Like, how does he deserve more respect than an elf? And they're most of the local familiar are curious, but she says she's only gonna explain it to the higher ups because they're the only ones who need to know about it. So everybody's set to Loki executive, mostly Gareth, Finn, Rivria, the Harut twins, Bet, and Left. Basically, those that you actually know from the anime. So they get to a conference room, and Loki explains that Bell is not human. He's half human. He's half human, half god. They're wondering like, what? He's a demigod. Like the only demigod there was, the last demigod that they actually heard of was actually um Hercules. And Hercules, let's just say he's an actual demigod. And he was a really strong adventurer. The highest level that he did was 12, while his Argonaut was level 15, maximum, that he did. Them hearing about him being a demigod, that means he's gonna be freaking strong. And that's when Rivia and Lefia actually understand. No wonder why he deserves more respect than the elves. He's legit half deity. And Bell walks in and he tells them that his name is Bell Cornell. My father is Zeus. Them hearing this, he's like, damn, we already have one of the strongest God's sons as like one of their familiar. And he says, the reason why I came here is because I need to prepare for a battle that I have to face off. My grandfather says I'm the only one who's able to act. My dad says I'm actually the only one able to defeat this monster. It wiped out his whole familia and Athena's familia. Them hearing this, wondering what are you talking about? So they say, what are you talking about? He says the one-eyed black dragon. He's a monster that no mortal could actually kill. So I'm the only one able to actually kill it. Now, Ice hearing this is like, well, he's gonna be my best friend from now on. We have the same goal, killing the one-eyed black dragon. Which is true, Ice wants revenge, but Ice hearing this knows that, hey, someone knows how I'm feeling. Someone wants to like kill the black-eyed dragon. So they're like shocked. The one-eyed black dragon, that dragon, you're the only one that can actually defeat it. And they're like, when is gonna come out? And he says, probably 2 years, or 1 year or 2 years from now. And they were wondering, how could you level up that fast to actually reach up? Well, when Loki gave me her fauna, Zeus's fauna that I got from birth, plus hers, gave me a level 1, and I'm already close to leveling to level 3. So them hearing this know that, oh, he's gonna level up really fast. And he also says that I have a skill that makes me level up really fast. Just because of what I am. Them hearing this knows that, alright, we're safe. We're gonna have the strongest adventurer in our familia. So they're happy, but Bet is kinda like, this dude, he just waltzed up in here and he's already gonna surpass him. So he's like, he's just gonna be broody like some certain Uchiha. Now, in a different universe, a brooding Uchiha thinking about revenge for his clan just sneezes like, huh, someone's talking about me in his head. Which he just responds with an HN. And we go back to the original universe. So, now, Bell's getting, like, acquainted with them, training with them, and also going to some of their expeditions with them. Which is really easy. And when it came to the Goliath, him and Ace actually like destroyed the Goliath. And Bell wasn't really using full power. And the Goliath, let's just say, was a black Goliath because Bell is half deity, so it turns into a black Goliath. Now, they destroy it easily because Bell is actually really strong. Like, really strong. He fights like a level 7, and the only level 7 in the Danmachi series is actually Otter. His nickname is called the King because he's on top. He's the strongest adventurer that they have right now, and he's in the Freya Familia. Now, out of that way, Bell, after defeating the Black Goliath, leveled up to a level 3 really fast. And he's be breaking records, but Loki is not that surprised. Neither is the Loki Familia. But most of the lower tier Loki Familiars are like shocked, like he's breaking most of Ice's records. Most of anyone's records, honestly. So they're kind of amazed and kind of scared that someone's actually getting strong really fast. Well, it motivates them too to get stronger. So Bell, he decides to do some times in the dungeon solo. And he already goes to the hostess fertility most of the time, so he already met Seer, Ryu, Mamma Mia. And Mamma Mia is the big girl, the big lady that gave Bell extra food. If you want to know what her full name is, her name is Mia Grant. She used to be part of the Freya Familia, but now she opens up like the hostess fertility. But anyways, what's it called? Um, during one of his time in dungeon, when he goes to floor 19, and that's a floor below the neutral floor, so he actually finds some difficulty, like actual difficulty. Now, he gets back. Aina tells him that he might need a supporter or like join a party or something. Which is when he meets Lily. He meets Lily, and I'm gonna leave it off right now. Please like, subscribe, and post, and and slap that notification bell, and please like some of my videos and actually subscribe. I noticed that the ratio of the subscriber and non-subscribe out of my whole entire viewers is kind of a big gap, which I want to close down. So please subscribe, like the video, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Stay frosty.